All right, BravoCon. Gretchen, is it bizarre to be back? How does this feel?
You know what? It feels like getting back on a bike. It
Okay.
really does. It feels like it's the first time. And I love my cast members, and they always make me feel so welcome. And the fans are so incredible. So I just love being back here.
And big OC news last night.
Yes. that was
Vicki's got her
amazing.
orange back.
Yes.
How are we feeling about now where we know season 20 is kind of going?
Yes.
I'm so happy for
Me
Vicki.
too.
Like season 20, bringing the icon, the OG of our show back. Like it couldn't be more perfect.
Yeah, that's
We've got-
exciting for her.
We've got one more episode of this reunion to watch, which I think is, Gretchen, your turn to finally say your piece.
Yes.
Everyone seems to feel like you explained yourself and that the slate is kind of wiped clean for most of the cast with you. How are you feeling about where the plane landed?
You know, I'm feeling great about it. You know, I was obviously in shock when the allegations were made towards me, and I was very sad about it all. But at the end of the day, I think that the audience are smart. I think they know who I am, who I've represented to be my entire life. And I think, as you see in that scene, the girls, even after the fact, were like, wait, this isn't matching up with who we know.
But we were being
Gretchen to
presented
be.
something that we're seeing with our eyes, but it's not matching our friend. It was a very, that whole
Confusing.
night was
It was confusing for all of us, for
Yeah.
sure.
So will we get the full explanation of what those posts are, where they came from? Do you actually believe Tamra designed this?
Well, I mean, she went on your show and actually said that when you said, were you the architect behind this? She said yes and was very proud of it. So here's the thing. You have to wait and see what happens on that final reunion. But I think that even if there's not a clear-cut point made there, I think people are smart and they can connect the dots.
What would you have done differently now that you've seen the season back and lived this return? Is there anything you would have changed about your approach to returning to the show?
You know, I don't think I would have necessarily changed my approach because I'm just me and I'm just authentically me. But I think that there's some times where you're just being silly and having fun, and then maybe you say something, you're like, yeah, I didn't want to say that, you know, or I wish I didn't say that, I wish I didn't bring that up. But I feel like overall I was authentically myself.
Wish you had your words together in the backseat of that car when you said you went to the hospital.
Yes, right.
So did I. I called her the next day,
Yeah,
girl.
she's like,
and-
what happened?
yeah.
You know, and the thing is about that scene is what people don't realize is sometimes when you're reliving a traumatic experience, sometimes your words don't come out right.
Yeah.
And that's just what happened.
When you were being pelted with questions, so
Yes.
it's like, yes, no, maybe, I don't,
Yes.
kind of thing.
It was a lot, yeah.
We're also watching what feels like maybe Katie's last breath on OC. It didn't seem like she landed the plane with you guys. Where did you net out with her after reunion, Jen?
You know what's so weird, and I'm sorry to keep saying this, you will have to watch the final the final reunion. You know, you go into reunion and you think, is there resolve? Can there be resolve? And then it's like pieces fell again, and it just confirmed for me I made the right decision for myself and with my friendship with Katie. And Katie and I talked so many times, honestly, about, do you want a friendship with these women, Katie? What are, like, outside of filming, outside of cameras? And there was always like a long pause for Katie. Like, it was almost like she wasn't sure where she fit, did she want to fit? And I don't know. I don't have the answer for Katie, and I would tell you, we see her, we all want to smile and wave and wish her well and all those things.
Yeah. And we all, I mean, like, especially Jen and I, we loved Katie. We had like a real authentic friendship with her, and we were so sad by everything that went down. It was really hard to go through that. We thought we were coming in as, you know, the three of us, you know, being super tight-knit. So when that changed so quickly and so drastically, that was hard for us.
Slade made the choice not to come to reunion.
Yeah.
Is he kind of the mind to pull back a little after seeing how this season went and the response to him?
I mean, I think it just didn't make sense for him to be at the reunion, and he's like, I'm not going to battle with another man about something that I know where it stands. I mean, it's like he had to go pull his phone records to be like, dude, I didn't call you 20 times in a row. But like, he doesn't need to go prove that, you know, sit there and be like, look at this, you know? So I think that overall, he just decided it was the best thing for him not to be there.
Someone needed to watch Skylar too.
We have a sitter for that, but
Okay.
yes.
Jen, what's with the wedding? Why have we not made movement on it?
No, I'm sorry, you guys. This whole wedding thing, I know I keep saying, like, I want Dawson home. But I will tell you, we're moving past conversation of that now. Like, Dawson is on his journey. And what I'm learning with the Marines is there is no schedule.
Yeah.
And so Ryan and I are now saying, like, okay, maybe it's Ryan and I, maybe it's whatever kids we can get. It's still going to be very simple. And it might be in a bikini at this point. At this point, it might
you have to do it at this point. You've said it so much.
I know. So it'll happen. And when it does, when we finally pick the date, you guys will all know for sure.
And I know it's out of your hands, but season 20, how are we feeling about coming back? Probably Tamra comes back. How would we feel about the vibes?
I think the cast right now is a great dynamic. I think everybody on the cast is great. And, you know, it's always interesting to see what the network thinks is going to work or what's going to happen. So I'm just as excited as you are to find out what they're going to decide. How about you?
You know what? It took me 3 years, Brice, to form relationships outside of Tamra. Because I came in thinking, Tamra's my girl.
Yeah.
That fell apart like instantly, it felt like, for me. And now I can say I'm so confident with my relationships with the other women and Gretchen, and like it feels like a part of these are my girlfriends. And so I'm excited about season 20. I'm hopeful, like we all are. And I love the addition of Vicki coming back. I want to work with Vicki. I've never actually worked with her. So
Well,
yeah.
Godspeed, because she can be Vicki and she can be Victoria.
Yes, exactly.
and I have heard. I'm ready to meet both, I think.
I'm going to ask you, do you work? So be ready with an answer.
I got to get a job.
Yes.
I got to get a job.
Exactly.
There you go. Well, enjoy the rest of
Yeah,
BravoCon.
thank
Good
you.
to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you.